PLC Network here with a Q&A, and we have a question that comes in from one of our readers here, and this is Susan, aka Susie Q. No last initial there, but she is from Nebraska. And hello, Susie Q from Nebraska. She has a question, and the question is, are magnetic charging cables or USB cables worth it? It's a good question. And the answer is really simple. It's yes and no, or really yes or no. The no comes from if you're looking to save money. If you're looking to save money, then no, do not get magnetic charging cables. And what we're talking about here is those cables that have the tips that come out. So they're interchangeable tips. That way you have one cable, multiple tips. You just install all those tips in all of your devices. That way you have one cable that works with anything that you bring near it. So that way you don't have to worry about, crud, where's the micro USB cable or the lightning cable or anything like that. It's okay because all those devices will use a single cable. Which brings us to the yes. If you're willing to pay a little bit more for luxury, and you want to have that one cable to rule them all and just have a cable at home or a couple cables at home and a cable at the office, a cable in your car, and no matter where you go, all you need is one cable. So as long as you buy a cable, your device will plug into it, then yes, it is absolutely worth it. But you just also have to know that you're paying a premium. Now the price of the cables themselves, you might think, oh, this isn't too bad when you're looking at some of them. Now some of them, yes, they are very expensive. They're inflated for some reason, and a lot of these products are coming from China, so there's no reason for it to be so expensive. But there are some really good brands out there that have just a fantastic balance between quality and price. One of those is Digital Ant. We'll put a link in the description. We're big fans of Digital Ant because they're reasonable. You usually there's an option where you can get like 3 cables plus 9 different tips, and usually little pry bars, to help get the little adapters off if you need to. And it's like $18 and on Amazon, and it's a good price for 3 cables. As I'm holding up 2 fingers, 3 cables and 9 different heads. So you got 3 heads for each cable. And each head, each set of 3, you have micro USB, USB Type-C, and Lightning, which covers just about everything modern. So the price for that is really nice, but where they get you, where even Digital Ant is, it's a luxury that you're paying for no reason because the price is inflated, and that's the tips. If you need additional tips, and you will, especially if you're a tech geek and you have devices running all over the place, you have multiple phones, tablets, whatever the case may be, Bluetooth speakers, e-reader, those ports or those little adapters, they burn up really quickly in terms of you run out. And since when you think about it, you might have 9, but you only get 3 of each. So, if most of your devices are micro USB or all of them are USB-C or all of them are Lightning, then, you're going to need more tips. And those tips are way too expensive. For like a set of 3 tips, it's like $5-6. They're probably worth less than $1. So, if the price was like $2, maybe $2.50, for an extra set of 3 or something, maybe. But even so, it's just, really, it should be like a set of 12 for $4 or something, in our own personal opinion. So even Digital Ant is expensive. So again, yes or no, it depends on how much money you want to spend. Is it a fun luxury? Do we like to have the ability to just snap into place in any cable we want? Yes, it's awesome. But you just have to be willing to accept that it's going to cost you a bit more money than just buying the darn cables off of eBay or something. Another thing you got to watch out for is you need to read the description because some of these do not allow for data transfer. They are only for charging. Yeah, and a lot of them are the round type connections. So the smaller, thinner oval ones like Digital Ant, those ones usually will do both data and power. So you can charge your phone and transfer data back and forth if you're using a phone as an example, to your computer. However, if you get some of those round ones, especially the ones that can spin, that have a rotating kind of axis to them, so that way, it's easier for the user instead of, putting, it just helps take some of the strain off the magnetic connection in case you knock it around or anything like that. They're kind of cool, it's a nice effect, but all of those that can rotate are power only. They cannot support data just because of that design. There's no way to transfer data with that. But for power, it doesn't matter how it's spinning or which direction it's spinning, as long as it has contact, you got power. So again, read the description, make sure you know what you're buying into, and then it also goes for pairing it, with the right heads. If you want to buy more cables and more heads later on and expand your collection, then you need to make sure you're consistent from the same brand. So you are going to find yourself married to the brand that you choose, such as Digital Ant. because if you go with different brands, then a lot of them or most of them aren't going to work with each other. So now you're going to have different types and styles of magnetic heads all over the place, and that completely defeats the purpose of having these awesome interchangeable cables. So there you have it. Susie, that is your question. The answer is yes or no, depending on how much you want to spend. But you know, if you have tons of devices, buying all those cables can also get quite costly in the end as well when you consider it. I mean, get a package of 3 cables, like we were saying, from Digital Ant with the 9 heads. You know, that gives you it gives you 9 connections, 9 potential connections. You know, so if you actually use all of them, you do have a diversified collection of devices that take all 3 ports. Well, I mean, consider the price of 9 cables and see if that, you know, goes above $18 or not. Chances are it will go above $18. So again, if all of your devices are USB-C or all of your devices are Lightning, then that can be argued, because you can find nice usable, safely usable, cheap cables off of eBay or something, and you can probably get a, you know, package of 10 or something, maybe for 20-30 bucks. So really weigh your options and determine if the price works for you. But again, yes, we love it. Again, we have devices everywhere, so it helps with us. For everybody else, it's to each their own. There's your answer. Thank you for asking your question. If anybody else has questions, feel free, ask in the comments, or just, you know, we are constantly engaging our readers and viewers throughout YouTube, throughout our own publication and elsewhere, and sometimes fun questions pop up where we just feel, hey, that would make for a fun video to go into detail with. So feel free, share your thoughts all over the place, comment, follow us, subscribe, and as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.